Hey, this is Alex.
And Justin.
And we're going to talk to you about Florence Young, the amazing missionary.
See, Florence Young was born October 10th, 1856.
No way. And Florence Young was a New Zealand-born missionary, which means she was born in New Zealand.
She was an Aussie. Specifically, she was born in the Motueka South Island. I don't know if I pronounced that right.
But just a lucky guess. And no, she was the 5th child of the family, and she was also the 2nd youngest, or the youngest, I don't know.
Yeah. She moved several times after her parents' death in 1878, which was really hard for her because it's like losing your entire family. You have to start as a child all by yourself.
Yeah, good point. And in this time, she faced many hardships with the pain of her parents, and then not knowing where her next plate of food's gonna come from, and yeah.
That's really hard for a young person to cope with. Then she went on a boat, because she was traveling as a missionary, and to see someone, and then the boat crashed, and she was the only survivor.
Because everyone on the boat was eaten by sharks if they survived the crash, and yeah.
Yeah. My bad.
Then she came upon natives and told them about God, but they didn't believe her at first, so then she began detesting their beliefs.
Yeah. She began classes in English, but used pictures to illustrate resurrection because the what are they called? The Kanaka people, they felt that pictures helped them better than verbal talking and stuff.
And so she used the pictures to show the resurrection of Jesus Christ, and because the Kanakas were interested in pictures, they really were interested in that, and they wanted to know about Jesus. And then she...
But then she started converting. Her main focus was just converting the Kanakas one at a time, practically.
Because then, the one Kanaka could preach to another Kanaka, and then that one
it's
could
kind of
it's never ending. And she founded the Queensland Kanaka Mission, which is just short for QKM.
But back to But back to the thing where if she converted one missionary or one Kanaka, then they could convert more.
I know.
And then so it's kind of like this game that we played at my old school called Raptor Tag. So if you tag somebody, then they're it with you until you get everybody. And yeah, and then she founded the Queensland Kanaka Mission.
And her most famous quote was, "I've devoted my whole life for Christ, and now I know that He put me here to preach and convert people to Christianity." And also her favorite verse was Psalms 23, 1-5, and it's, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want. He makes me to lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Yeah, though I walk through the valley of the shadows of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me.
Yeah.
You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup runs over." And
then she died May 28th, 1910. So she lived
1940.
1940. So she lived a nice life, and she did end up converting a lot of Kanakas, founded a mission. She did a lot in her life.
But going back to that verse, I like that verse because that was the first Bible verse actually I've ever heard. And because the first time I went to church, that's the Bible verse they had. And then that's also in my favorite movie, The Blind Side. And yeah, this has been Alex and Justin, and I guess our time is up.